What's up, guys? I'm back in the studio today. I got a brand new product for you. Came out with a product not too long ago, and everybody was like, we want this for this product. We want this, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. So we listened. We probably didn't completely listen, but we heard you, and we kind of listened. So hopefully this satisfies most of you guys out there that asked for this. And obviously, if it sells well, then maybe there's more to come. But what I'm discussing is shocks. We have our 95 millimeter shock here. It's beautiful. It works flawlessly. No leaking. Great shock. But you guys didn't love the black. You wanted different colors. So guess what? We came out with colors. We got gold. Boop. Look at that. Gold. We got blue. Boop. Blue. And we got orange. So all new colors. Shock bodies are going to come in a pack of 2. So you can do a orange and blue vibe. You can go orange and black. You could go the Chargers colors. I think there's still a team, right? I don't know much about football, but get that black, blue, and gold option there. Black and gold. It's kind of a yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. You know, that song's super popular. But all new from REEFS RC, brand new colored shock bodies. 3 colors. Orange, gold. No, orange, gold, blue. Computer swapped it on me. Blue, orange, gold. Brand new. Now I'm going to show you a little trick on if you're going to change the shocks, what you want to do. So you want to make sure you have a great shock plier. I personally love these Techno shock pliers. They do great. They're an awesome plier on the market. I know Boom Racing just came out with a new shock plier. It's supposedly incredible. I don't have a set yet. I got to use a set from Anodized RC and they were great. I'm sure he has a video on that, so check that out. But great shock pliers are needed. So now for this trick, you're going to grab this shock body right here with your good set of pliers. Don't use regular pliers. You're going to mess up your pistons. It's going to ruin it. And then you're going to take this off. But what I learned a couple weeks ago when we came out with these shocks is an easy way to change shock fluid without having to take off this lower rod end. Thankfully, Wyatt came out with it on one of our live feeds, and I don't think a lot of people watch that specific one, so I wanted to discuss it here. So you can see the end of the spring there. You're just going to take your fingernail and finesse that over, and then you're just going to spin the actual spring off. And this is so much easier than taking off the rod end. There's no tools required. You can do this on the trail if you're like, hey, I wonder what 60 weight's going to feel like versus my 30. Pop that off there. This comes out here. Boop, 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 boop. Oil, oil. Bleed out the air bubbles. Put your shock cap back on. Figure out how much preload you want. I want none. I want 50. I want whatever it is. Set that up. And then you're just going to do the exact opposite technique. You're going to find the edge, flex it out with your fingernail, and you're going to thread it right back on. It takes 10 seconds. Super easy to do. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to show you what's needed to switch out shock bodies here. I have the individuals orange, yellow, and blue. So we're just going to do a quick shock shaft change. So I am going to grab my shock pliers, and I'm going to grab the shaft. Even though they're great shock pliers, always grab as close to this as possible because then it's less likely it's going to be into the piston. So you're going to take this and you're going to unscrew your lower rod end. Super easy, pops right off, no big deal. Ba, 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 ba. It is really threaded in there, folks. So that comes off easy peasy. Then you're going to take your shock cap out here. You're going to put that down there, and then you're going to take off your lower shock cap. Should just be finger tight, nothing crazy to do. So now what you're going to want to do is take very gentle care of these O-rings. You don't want to use a pick. You don't want to use anything that will tear them. What I normally do is I take the piston out. I take the piston out the top here, and then I slowly just thread back in, and I just let my shock shaft push them out. So you have one there. Should be able to grab the other one. I didn't bring any. Oh, probably because I held this the wrong way. And then boom, pop that out. If you hold it upside down, obviously it makes it easier. I was trying to show you guys in the video, but come on, baby, come out. So you can come in this way and kind of finesse that spring. What is this thing called? O-ring out here. So now I got the O-ring out. As you can see, empty shock body, no big deal. Now I'm going to take the orange one and I'm just going to reverse the process of going in. So I'm going to put my O-ring in first. Then I'm going to put this bad boy in here, and then I'm going to put my end cap in like that and screw this down. If you're doing these in your shocks, I would highly recommend you get up some associated green slime, and you put a dab of green slime in between all the contact surfaces. So on the shock body and then on top of the O-ring, and then on top of the spacer, and then on top of the lost cap. That's going to help that O-ring just seal and provide a tighter seal, and it's going to be much better in the long run. Then you're just going to slowly thread this down in the bottom. You're going to put your shock cap on like so, bop, bop, bop. And then you can just grab your same shock pliers. Well, this time make it easier on yourself. Put the spring in, and then you can actually use your shock pliers to retain the spring down, and then just tighten, tighten, tighten. Just thread this right back on. I have to take this immediately apart because these are samples, and that black sample's got to go back in the showroom. But that is it. We're only at 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and I talked to you about the product, showed the product, and did the shock body change. So as you can see, it's a very simple process. It's easy to do, but good shock pliers here, and take care of your O-rings. Don't tear them. Don't go aggressively in there. Make sure they're nice. I would also recommend just taking a dab of that greens associated grease. I'll link it in the comments below. You can get it from your local hobby shop. All local hobby shops normally have it. Just put that on there. It helps the O-rings swell a little bit, prevents no leakage. We don't have any leakage, but it just gives yourself a better option. But brand new colored shock bodies from REEFS RC. Don't forget blue, gold, orange. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone supporting REEFS RC. We couldn't be here without you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.